Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. We've done 2 episodes so far on the Yaesu FT90, the micro mobile. First was to prove that it worked or how well it didn't work. We'll fix that. Then we figured out in the second episode how to get it onto digital modes and let it do APRS, which would also mean it can do Winlin and packet and so on and so on and so on with DigiPi from KM6LYW. Now we have our micro Manpack. Check this out. Let's go put the whole pack together. I had this bag for a previous project, and this is like a little first aid kit bag that you put on top of a bigger bag, and it's got the MOLLE attachment and PALS webbing and stuff on the back of it, and little ones on the front. Let's get this started, see what's in this front pouch. This is the shoulder strap. We'll probably need that later on. This is the Bioenno 3 amp hour battery. That one does fit nicely up in the front. I like that. Let's get this cable out of the way. We don't need that right yet. I do have a video showing that this cable does actually have output power on it and we can use it, but we don't need it for this part of this project right now. I'll put it in upside down. There we go. That makes that cable go away better, and then that cable sticks out to the side. So there's power. We're halfway there. Up top here, what's in this top compartment? There's room there for a little morale patch. Like that. That's pretty cool. So, does the microphone fit in there? The microphone does not fit in there, but this is not really a microphone thing at this point yet. Cross that bridge when we get to it. Undo the power connector. I'll probably have to put power poles on that to make this thing work, but it fits. I dig it. So I will need a short run of coax to get me out the front. And now we have a mini Manpack portable radio. All right. So this is probably enough room for a Raspberry Pi. This is a Raspberry Pi 4, but if it's not going to hold a Raspberry Pi 4, it will definitely hold a Raspberry Pi 02W. Okay, it's going to take a 02W. This will be pretty slick. I can probably cut a little hole in the back side here to let the power cable go through. And then we'll put power poles on this. And then if we close it up, we've got microphone and radio go bag. This is looking pretty awesome. Starting to pass the point of no return. I need to cut a hole in this bag to get power from the front pouch to the radio in the back pouch. And I saw a trick, and I'm gonna try it myself and learn. But that trick was to take your soldering iron and use that to melt the material away so that you can do that. So what I'm trying to do is pass through here to here, and then I can cut these cords appropriately and get my power all figured out. Here goes nothing. Plug in my USB powered pine sill, get her warming up. I guess I could have actually just taken a pair of scissors to cut this too, but this is so much more fun. Learning something new. I'm just kind of cauterize that. Tip cleans up nice, no problems there. It's working. It smells really good. You might want to have some ventilation. All right, we'll put that out of the way, and now we'll test the battery. Not big enough yet. Perfect. All right, excellent. Now we have our power pole connection from the front to the back internally. Perfect. So there is our radio inside the pack, and then we have to get all the rest of this junk in this pack, but this will all fit. Not a problem there. Which now our Raspberry Pi is powered up, and the DigiRig is plugged in, and the DigiRig audio cable goes down here, just like in the last video. Now let's get these cables out of the way while we do our power pole magic. And if you want to see more about how we put power poles onto cables, there is a link in the description down below for a video on how to do just that thing. And sometimes they don't want to go in, so I use a little screwdriver to convince it to go in. And what I want to do is I want to reach past the wire and get the metal part of the power pole jacket, and there it goes. Done. So now let's put this Manpack together. Power pole power source, power pole connection to the radio. It's not working for some reason, so let's try our workbench power supply. Okay, that works. Removing things out of the way to see what the problem is, and the problem is probably a dead battery from the Bioenno, so we got to get that charged up. Let's talk a little bit about antennas. For the purpose of this build, I want this to be a self-contained pack, which is why it's got a battery in it, and it has the Raspberry Pi and the DigiRig and all the other stuff in it necessary to make it a self-contained pack. I want to be able to sit this thing down and let it run for a while and do its magic. So I want to have an antenna that doesn't require any accessories, and y'all know what that means. This is the APRS, and this is actually an end-fed half wave on 2 meters. So this is actually going to go down inside of the radio pouch, and I'm going to use this convoluted set of adapters. So I've got a right angle PL259 to SO239 to get me off the back of the radio, and then I have a PL259 to SO239 to get me off of the side, and then I have the antenna mount. And so that will actually give me quite a bit of strength inside of the bag to hold the antenna up. And then I'll be able just to sit this thing down, or even use the included straps to hang it from a tree for some height. But otherwise, I would need to carry a pole and a roll-up J-pole and some coax, and all that stuff doesn't fit in the whole mini Manpack battle plan here. So a APRS antenna it is. So while we're waiting for that battery to get charged up, we can build out the rest of our pack. And that's going to include the angle adapter that I had just mentioned for you. So let's get that installed. And then the antenna will connect right up, just like so. And of course, it wouldn't be hard to take a roll-up J-pole like the Faraday here and put that in the case as well, and bring along some BNC to BNC coax to make it all work. That is totally up to you where you take this project. And yes, I'm plugging it into the single side, but through the magic of power poles, all 3 of these are all connected, and it doesn't really matter which order they go in. So I can do that, or I can do that, and we're all plugged in. DigiRig hides in there. Radio plug for data in, audio plug for data out into the DigiRig. And then the only real problem that I have, besides this cable management nightmare, is the connector sticks out the side. So when I'm running this, when I'm operating this, it will be half unzipped. I'm not worried about that. And then when it comes time to close it up, I can have just that cable put out. And if you were going to be using this with your microphone as a regular audio system, there wouldn't be any reason why you wouldn't be able to have the audio come out the side and still be working. So there you go with that. This pouch wound up staying empty, and the microphone doesn't really fit in there, but we could probably get ourselves a more compact microphone for this. And then there is our battery pouch. There we go, our mini data pack. Micro Manpack data pack. Awesome. Once that battery's charged up, we'll get outside, we'll take a look at it. We have the battery plugged back in after being charged, and the radio is up and running. This is the only part I don't like, is all of these cables. And then in the future, if you want to charge the battery, there isn't any reason to pull it out of the case. You can just use the battery charging cable that's there and charge it while it is still in the case. And so we're up and running. We are on the, let's get to the right frequency for APRS, 144.390, good to go. And then there is even a shoulder strap available. And then when you don't have the radio in use, the antenna will store right on the back of the Manpack there. And there is the Micro Manpack, ready for action. And there she is, deployed and in action. And we've got ourselves an APRS digipeater, we've got ourselves a Winlin gateway, we've got ourselves a packet radio gateway. You can connect into this thing and play Zork if you wanted to. This thing is all set. And if you only wanted analog voice, it would be an even smaller pack and even easier to do. Let's get this reconfigured for analog only use, which is going to get rid of most of this junk in here. We can undo the power from the battery and quickly remove all of this stuff. This is the digital monstrosity. And there we go. Now we are ready for analog use. We've got the microphone back in for analog use. We're on 146.5.2. CQ12, CQ12, CQ on 146.5.2. Anybody out there? All right, pretty straightforward setup. Got the APRS antenna, got the micro mobile, voice mode. Awesome. Now let's get it packed up. Unplug the microphone, unplug the antenna. Take the microphone, we'll put it inside the pack. All right, and she is all set for storage mode now. Pretty slick. I think in a future video what I might do is get one of those MOLLE attachments for the back that's going to hold the Raspberry Pi and the digi-rig and all of that mess, and then keep the main bag right here for analog only. So stay tuned for that. As always, there will be links in the description down below where you can get all of the stuff that I use to create this. This little bag is pretty slick, and even if you just wanted to use it for a Baofeng and all of its accessories and an external battery, it would be a fantastic bit of kit for you. While you're waiting for all your stuff to come in from Amazon to build it, there is a video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.